Welcome friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel, you are going to learn about various API and ASME programs. So today, we are going to see one such program given by American Petroleum Institute, which is typically API SIFE program, SIFE. So API SIFE. So when we talk about SIFE, I'm talking about SI is nothing but source inspector. And then when we talk about FE, FE is fixed equipment. When we talk about fixed equipment, we are talking about all the fixed equipments like pressure vessels, tanks or piping systems. So when we talk about source inspector, this particular ICP, which is Individual Certification Program, is meant to qualify people who want to go into inspection field. So this is individual certification program under which API certifies an individual. So as I said, when you talk about fixed equipments, you are talking about three things. One is, say, pressure vessels. Then you are talking about piping systems. And you are talking about storage tank. There was no formal certification to qualify and certify people for new manufacturing. So API has come out with this certification in which you will have to know about various codes and standards, right from materials. Then you must know about something related to the construction codes. Then you must also know about welding qualifications. You should also know about non-destructive examination. So a source inspector is a person who oversees construction of new equipment. Source inspector. So he oversees construction of new equipment. He is appointed by the purchaser, or sometimes we call it as owner user also, to act on their behalf, and inspect either pressure vessel or piping systems or storage tanks as per everybody knows ITP, inspection and test plan, or sometimes it is also called as QAP. So very importantly, he has to follow ITP or QAP, Quality Assurance Plan. And why the word source there? Source is typically the vendor of purchaser or owner user from which they do the sourcing. So source inspector, fixed equipment, certification given by American Petroleum Institute will definitely be very useful, because if you pass the certification exam meant for it, then you are said to be knowledgeable. In various codes and standards like ASME Section 8 Division 1, B31.3, ASME Section 9. Then you have some part of materials, ASME Section 2. Then you have non-destructive examination, ASME Section 5. You have painting and coating standards as well. So a source inspector for fixed equipment is knowledgeable of all these codes and standards. I would say a formal certification given by American Petroleum Institute for qualifying third-party inspectors. And this qualification does not require any amount of experience. That is a great advantage, because all other individual certification programs given by API require some amount of experience, but this does not require any experience. So that is an advantage. That is a very good advantage here. So a person who has just passed his engineering college or engineering degree, and if he doesn't want to go to any other post-graduation courses and wants to have a service, then this certification will be very, very useful to him. In fact, I would say that all third-party inspectors who are in employment of Lloyd's or say Bureau Veritas or TUV must undergo this certification exam, because you will see lot of codes and standards are in the body of knowledge, and questions are based on practical aspects. So as an inspector, you should know some things, and this is what is given by API SIFE. I would scroll you through the website and give more insights on this particular aspect. So let us go and see the website. So this is the website for API American Petroleum Institute, and under product and services, you would find that there is what is individual certifications and training, and you have individual certification programs. So there are various types of certifications that you can see. In this, you would find these three certifications, API SIFE, on which today I am going to talk. Then you have even electrical equipment also, and then you have rotating equipment also. For those things I will talk, or I will give a different video on it. But let us see what is API SIFE, Source Inspector Fixed Equipment. So you can see the API Source Inspector Certification Program was developed in cooperation with industry experts. It qualifies individuals who perform the important tasks of supplier quality surveillance. So you are a source inspector there. The source inspector has been defined as the individual responsible for examining fabricated and manufactured equipments and materials at supplier's facility based on the individual inspection and test plan and quality assurance plan. So you can see here API SIFE focuses on this. This certification is valid. This certification is valid for 3 years, and every 3 years you need to recertify yourself. So what qualification do you need here? So the qualification that you need is open to all applicants with any experience in petroleum and petrochemical industries, as well as applicants wanting to gain industry experience. That means no experience can also allow you to sit for the exam. To obtain an API SIFE certification, candidate will need to pass the SIFE examination. That is the only criteria. So studying for the exam, you will find that there is publication effectivity sheet, and in publication effectivity sheet you will find that these are the codes and standards. Some are recommended practice, some are standards. So you will find nearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So nearly 15 of such documents are on the exam. And then you have basically some questions will be on this guide also. Guide for source inspection and quality assurance of fixed equipment, English version. You can see that. So nearly I would say about 25% of questions, 20 to 25% of questions are on this guide. Remainder will be on those 15 documents. So this is basically a multiple choice questions, single answer, and there are 110 questions, of which only 100 are scored. The remaining 10 are pre-test questions which are not scored. All questions are multiple choice and closed book. So you can see here SIFE was the first of the ICP SI Source Inspector certifications. This program focuses primarily on pressure containing equipment and structural equipment. So you can opt for going to this program and get yourself certified. This certification is taken 3 times a year within a 10 days examination window, and now you even have a provision of having a proctored exam. So proctored exam, at home you can give this examination. Since it is 3.25 hours long, you can give it at home as well, but under surveillance, of course. When you go to a test center, you will be always under surveillance there as well. But now, Prometric, they have brought both the options, a proctored as well as in person. In person, you have to go to the test center and give the exam, or proctored, which can be remotely given at your location or at location what you want, but within that test window. So I hope this information will be very much useful, and I urge all the pass out bright students from college, engineering college, to go for this if you have an interest in inspection quality control. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video regarding rotating equipment and electrical equipment. Thank you very much.